This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Guess what's back? Your pain. Pain in the grass, that is.
Oh, I think it's a shady. I was like, oh, nice.
Pain, buddy. Pain's back.
All right, let's do this. Incubus, baby.
3 big days, Steve. We're not messing around. We realized that we've had a couple of years where we didn't get to go see nothing. We had a 50th anniversary where we got to do nothing. Well, now it's 51-year anniversary celebration, Pain in the Grass, Labor Day weekend, 3 big days.
It falls right in line with us. Like, hey, we didn't get to celebrate the 50th, but we're celebrating the 51st. Something random and ridiculous, but we're putting on an insane show. I can't wait.
Yeah, the bands are insane. Like Steve said, that's probably why it's an insane show. Incubus, Alice in Chains, Sammy Hagar and the Circle. These are some of the highlights, but there's so many more bands over those 3 days, including a 4th bonus day, which will be Wednesday, August 31st, a pre-kickoff party. I'm telling you right now, that's happening at the Moore Theater, by the way.
And that's with the Pretty Reckless and with Aaron Jones. And Aaron, I'd love to give some love for the local talent. That's good. Aaron's also going to be doing Saturday's Pain in the Grass.
Yeah.
Wyatt Only and the Wreckage are going to be doing that one as well. Then you got Glenn Cannon and Damage Done. They're performing. I think it's on the Sunday one. A great local band called Always Naked's going to be there. And then we love Spike from the old Bob Spike and Joe show. Spike and the Impalers are going to be a part of this as well.
How awesome is that? This is the first time we've had Spike and the Impalers at Pain in the Grass, right?
Yes.
Which is to me, it's about time, since, of course, Spike was a major, major talent on KISW doing the morning show back in the day. And now he's, coming home to his station's concert. I love this. So, like Steve said, I mean, it's insane. And if you want tickets, go to Ticketmaster. If you'd like to get affordable tickets, we still have those $9.99 lawn seats available for Friday and Sunday's show. All you got to do is be a Rockaholic Club member, and that's easy. You can sign up for free at KISW.com. We still do have a limited number of tickets to the BJ and Migs party show. So that, where you get to hang out with us, and you can hear the music by just enjoying a beverage with us. I mean, come on. Come on. So, would you like more information? Sure you would. Go to KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time for Beat Migs. It is Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, release the Kraken.
Is there any Kraken news going on right now?
Nothing really.
Yeah, we still have a hockey team. That's the news.
Yay! And that's great news. But with the NHL playoffs going on, obviously that's the focus.
Playoffs.
Then after that, we start thinking about the draft and the trades and and free agent signing. So it's going to be a fun offseason for Kraken fans.
And I know that obviously the season is over because the championships are going on. But at the same point, when does the next season start?
Oh, gosh, October.
October, right?
Yeah.
October. Okay.
Yeah, we got some time.
All right.
A little time.
Fair.
But
you know what, though?
We'll get excited in September, though, won't we?
Yes.
Yes.
And we also have big news, though, that in the Kraken camp has nothing
What's
to do
this?
with the players, but there's a new acquisition for the Kraken.
Huh?
And that's a baby boy that Everett Fitzhugh just he didn't give birth to, of course. That would be but his
Boy, that
lovely
would be
wife
a hell of a
did.
story right
That'd be
there.
amazing.
And shout out to Everett and Shelley. Obviously Everett's the voice of the Kraken on
Fitz
the radio
has
broadcast.
Fitz that little baby?
Yes.
Oh, that's all. Oh man, you know what? And the kid did a good job. He did it outside of hockey season.
Right?
already Daddy's like, thank you. I can enjoy you without having to go to work and do stuff.
Yeah, I saw his post on Twitter. It said, his new man in the house, baby boy Fitz, a.k.a. Wesley Robert, graced us with his presence a couple days ago, and his wife Shelley did amazing, and both are doing just fine. So congrats to them.
Yep, congrats to all of them.
That's the big Kraken news.
There we go. Thanks, Steve.
Wesley Robert Fitzhugh. Oh man, this guy, he's destined to be like in charge of something.
He sounds like
He's got a great name, like, ladies and gentlemen, Wesley Robert Fitzhugh.
Oh, I like it too.
Yeah, I mean, that's a name you
Breaking out
announce.
the accent and everything.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's got to have a British accent when you announce a name like that. Yes.
That was kind of French.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, my French is oui oui.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
What is ha-ha? Is that your British accent? Okay,
Yes.
that is your creepy accent.
That's-
man.
That's you hear it that way. I don't.
I feel like pretty much everybody does.
Let's get to our contestant today, guys.
Please.
Hop Sing in Lakewood. Are you there?
Oh, hold on. It's the phone. I got him.
I'll blame the phone.
Hop Sing, are you there?
I am. Release the MiGs.
Yeah, release the MiG. Get out of here, dude.
Get up.
For those playing at home, Hop Sing has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Hop Sing, you got 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, or you only get 3 guesses per question. Oh, boy. Are you ready?
Bring it on.
All right, I hope I'm ready. Which one of the Chipmunks did Justin Long voice in the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie?
Alvin.
Yes. What was the name of George Washington's wife?
Martha.
Yes. Columbus is the capital of what U.S. state?
Ohio.
Yes. Zachary Quinto played which Star Trek character on the big screen?
Pass.
What Greek god is the ruler of the underworld?
Hades.
Yes. Which Star Wars episode had the subtitle Revenge of the Sith?
4, 5, 6.
No. How many red stripes are there on an American flag?
13.
No.
12.
No.
14.
No. Which signature McDonald's burger was originally called the Aristocrat?
Ooh. The Big Mac.
Yes. During which decade was the first Super Bowl played?
50s.
No.
60s.
Yes. In Frosty the Snowman, what article of clothing brought him to life?
His hat.
Yes. Zachary Quinto has played which Star Trek character on the big screen?
I don't know that one.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct.
Okay, Hop Sing, I'm going to ask you a question. Name any Star Trek character.
Well, there's Jean-Luc Picard.
Wow, how do you know that, but you don't know, like, the big three? That is amazing to me.
French, oui, oui.
Wow. That's all right, you know Jean-Luc Picard. Any other Star Trek character? Think iconic. Think, believe me, this answer is one that...
driving PJ nuts.
It is. I mean,
so
especially when he breaks out Jean-Luc Picard. Like, of all, I thought he knew nothing about Star Trek, but he breaks out Picard, that's deeper than your question. To think of anybody, Hop Sing. If you know Picard, you know this dude.
Worf. Data.
Oh my God!
He
you
watches
really know,
TNG, man. He doesn't watch the original.
Did you
bro.
ever watch the original series at all, or know about them?
Oh, we're back to the original? Okay, well, it's not Kirk, it's not Spock, so I don't know.
Actually, it is Spock.
Yeah.
In the JJ movies, Zachary Quinto played Spock. See that? You overthought it, my friend. You should have, that's, now I understand why.
Well,
now I understand why, but he never
He
saw
still
the JJ
got 7
movies.
correct, though, so don't dog on him too hard on that,
Dude, but
BJ.
you know who's going to get this, don't you?
Oh, yeah, he'll get that one.
This is the difference maker.
He's got,
I'm not
there's
gonna
a
get a
lot of
song.
other questions that he might not get.
Hop Sing's dead to me. I could have had a song today.
Oh, my goodness.
Hop,
Disappointment in old Grandpa BJ's voice here.
Yeah, I'm very upset.
Just
Hop
walked
Sing has
in.
got to, you know what? Hop Sing, you owe me a coffee.
Wow.
You got to make this right.
Jeez.
Wow.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Chipmunks.
Which one of the Chipmunks did Justin Long voice in the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie?
Alvin.
Yes.
Alvin. Oh, man. I was about to go on a tangent about the new Chipmunk show I was watching. And
Oh, really?
I'll save it for another day.
Nice.
You know what? Why don't you save it for another show?
What was the name of George Washington's wife?
Well, it's just they make them look like humans, but they still got the little tails. It's so stupid.
Really?
Martha.
Yes.
Okay.
Columbus is the capital of what U.S. state?
Ohio.
Yes. Zachary Quinto has played which Star Trek character on the big screen?
Oh, Spocky.
Yes. Spock. What Greek god is ruler of the underworld?
Aquaman.
No.
Aphrodite.
No.
Aqua Hilarious.
No. Which Star Wars episode had the subtitle?
Poseidon.
No. Which
No, it's
Star Wars
Aquafina.
episode had the subtitle Revenge of the Sith?
Star Wars 6.
No.
Episode 7.
No.
Episode 5.
No. How many red stripes are there on the American flag?
Oh, 11.
No.
10.
No.
13.
No.
12.
No. Which signature McDonald's
9?
burger was originally called the Aristocrat?
The Whopper.
No. Which signature McDonald's burger was
The Big
originally?
Mac.
There you go.
But he doesn't get
He
that.
doesn't get that, but I
No.
had to re-ask that question.
You know what?
1,
I don't
2,
feel so
3,
bad about
4.
7.
You lose. 7-4.
Hop Sing, I take it back. You are a miracle of nature.
You just spent like 5 minutes just railing him for not knowing Spock.
I didn't think Steve
And
would be
then
this
he
stupid. I
won.
really didn't.
Hey, I'm in the room, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, you got completely distracted by
Yeah, I
Alvin and the
did.
Chipmunks for
I
some
did.
reason,
I
and it
did.
just ruined your whole game.
Yeah.
And there's 7 stripes.
Yes, there are
Yes.
7. There's 13 total.
13 total. I got thrown
Yeah,
out.
7 reds.
Yeah,
6
7
you're
or
right.
6 would be your answer
Yep.
if you don't know red
Right.
and white and all that. But hey,
No.
you know what? Though you get this though.
Yeah, I kind of deserve it on this one.
Yeah. It was the Chipmunks.
Oh yeah, I knew that was coming. I was hoping you would go down that road.
Well, I was just watching with Tatum the other day, and I'm like, I love Alvin Chipmunks.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember them. They're great.
Alvin, Simon, Theodore. The animation on it, man, they make them look like as if they became humans. So I'm like, okay, they've decided to make the Chipmunks humans.
Yeah, okay.
I'm okay with this. Like, do what you want. It's your show.
Yeah.
But then they turn around and they still got little bushy tails. And I'm like, well, no, now all of a sudden I'm confused.
Yeah, this is. By the way, you've now become a Star Wars, Star Trek fan. An
Me?
old Star Wars, Star Trek fan because you want it to be the way it was back in the day.
Kind of still look kind of chipmunky, I guess.
Yeah, that's how they dressed, didn't they? They look like that.
Yeah, they still kind of look
They
that
had
back in the
clothes
day.
on.
They had
No, I know that, but they looked more chipmunky. Now they look more human.
Okay, you know what? I why am I having this conversation?
know.
Why am
Look
I
at that
involved
one.
in this?
Look at Alvin right there.
I just, I really don't want skin in this game. I'm tapping out.
that one actually does. He looks like a little boy. And
Oh, yeah,
That's
you're
what
right.
I'm saying.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
the
see
face
what-
is a hybrid chipmunk boy thing. What
It's
kind of
weird.
experimenting have they been
DNA
doing?
experiments.
Wow.
Now you guys understand why.
This
I'm
got
so-
dark.
Wow. Yeah, it sure did. Is this what stem cell research is going to bring us? I
And
don't
yeah,
know
there
if I
is
want
a
this.
huge difference between the original Alvin and that.
Oh,
wow.
yeah, you're right, Steve. Okay.
Okay.
I know I'm on Team Steve on this one after all.
Thank you. I don't like it.
I thought it was just the bodies. I didn't see the face. The
Yeah.
faces
The
are
face.
creepy.
The faces, because it looks just, now they just completely forgot that they're chipmunks.
Yeah, this is, okay.
Like, crap, this doesn't look like a chipmunk. You know what we do? Put a tail on it. Okay, now it's a chipmunk again.
Yeah,
I stopped
want-
watching it.
Well, what does Tatum think? Because, I mean, she's the target audience.
Oh, well, she didn't have long enough opportunity to know. Dad's pumped the brakes on that.
Look at you already editing what she gets to see. Wow.
Yeah, of course, a good parent does that, BJ.
Quick pivot back to Bluey.
Yeah, good parent, though.
Back to Peppa Pig.
Yeah, there you
or
go.
we just YouTube dogs playing. That's her favorite.
Dude, that's amazing.
Wow, that's okay.
She can sit and watch that for hours and laugh like as if it's the greatest comedy ever.
And it's just dogs, just random dog videos.
Just actual dogs. Someone grabs like random videos and makes a montage
Yep.
of dogs jumping in water, playing with balls, chasing each other. It seems mindless, but there are countless numbers of videos of this, and
Well-
Tatum thinks they're the funniest things ever.
That's
And
amazing.
you said it seems mindless, and you are her father. It makes sense.
Rude.
Better than the
BJ.
stupid chipmunks, I tell you.
Right. BJ, what Star Wars episode had the subtitle Revenge of the Sith?
Number 3, sir.
Yes, number 3.
Oh, that's right. The earlier one.
Yeah, prequels.
Yeah.
Got you with the prequels there.
And this is an important one because number 3 is where, certain two people had a new relationship that's being covered in the current Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
you would say it is complicated.
Yeah, very complicated relationship. That's a fact. Their Facebook status.
And the Greek god of the that is the ruler of the underworld was Hades. Hobson got that one correct.
Okay.
Come on,
Yeah.
Steve.
Sorry for your loss there, buddy.
Yeah, you know.
And
I got to share my thoughts on the Chipmunks. I feel like it's a win.
If you want to, and by the way, if you want to see a fun video, look for a little Vader kid interviewing Hayden Christensen, and it is one of the most adorable. It's amazing the people that are getting to interview these Star Wars stars, man. And this little kid gets to interview Hayden Christensen, and while Hayden's doing the interview with the kid says, "You have to be able to put together this Lego X-wing by the end of this interview." The kid
awesome.
the kid is, I don't know, maybe he's 10.
Is he dressed like Vader?
Yes, he is. He's super
good.
adorable. He's a little Vader kid, and I think he's British. It sounds like he's got a British accent, and it is just the best because the kid is the kid's got some gravitas. He's got some confidence. He's trolling Hayden Christensen, who plays Anakin, of course, if you remember. It's a great interview, but again, another interview with Hayden Christensen where he comes off as so nice of a guy. I'm a Hayden Christensen fan now. I want to like everything he's done. I'm going to go back and really like Anakin because Hayden's a good dude. I mean, he's just nice to everybody. He's so good to this kid.
Dude, I love when I see that there's this kid that interviews wrestlers, and it's the same kind of a thing. He's an adorable kid. Granted, he's not dressed up like Darth Vader, which would be awesome. It'd be funny if the kid was dressed like as a wrestler, but it's funny how easy the access is for a lot. Like they get the big names because I think like the celebrity finds out about it. Usually like the parents handle the kid's Twitter page and they tweet at these big name wrestlers and they're like, yeah, I'll do the interview in a heartbeat. And it's like, that's got to piss off somebody who's like wants to be like a respected wrestling interviewer guy. And he's like, son of a bitch, how is this kid getting these? And it's like, well, because the kid's cute and he's asking fun questions. That's why.
And that'll tell you something.
Doesn't smell like BO and
Well, Steve, how did we get Luke Wilson to be on our show all the time?
Because we had a child ask him.
Yeah, we had a child, or we also have the minds of children. But I mean, a lot of these folks don't want the run of the mill, really just almost toxic fan kind of questions that some of these interviewers can give.
Well, a lot of people ask questions hoping that they could turn it into a headline and get clicks on it. And you could tell like there's a certain celebrities that are like, I don't want to do those kind of interviews that are looking for the clickbait.
So here's the big story is, again, I don't think Hayden Christensen knew that he was going to have to put together this Lego X-Wing. And the kid was like, here you go. You got to put this together by the time this interview is done. And did he do it? Was he able to put together Lego X-Wing? That's also the suspense of this video. You can watch the little Vader kid interviewing basically Anakin Skywalker.
I'm just going to fast forward to the end to see if he did it, BJ. I don't want you to play
you're missing a great interview. The kid's adorable.
All right.
You're missing a great interview. All right, we got 25% of delivery drivers who recently admitted to delivering a different kind of package while on the job. Ooh. I'll tell you all about it at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. In a survey of more than 500 delivery drivers and couriers, 25% admitted to hooking up with somebody in the delivery truck.
Nice.
Dear Penthouse Forum.
Wow. Wow, man. Some drivers also admitted to other bad behavior, like intentionally damaging packages.
Why would you do that?
Maybe you're delivering to like your ex or something.
Oh. I think inadvertently when you're hooking up in the truck, maybe you like...
There's a dent mark in some of them.
There's a little butt mark.
Yeah, a little butt mark.
Why does it look like a person's butt has been impressed on this box?
Wow, man. It makes me wonder, like, when stuff does come to me damaged, or if I don't get it at all, because they also mark packages as delivered when they weren't. They open and reseal packages sometimes, these delivery drivers. Now, they say, here's the thing that they shouldn't be doing, that they pee in bottles while in the truck. I don't have a problem with this.
I was about to say, of all the things you just listed, that is not on my list of concerns. I don't care where you're peeing, as long as it's not on my package.
They shouldn't have to do it, though.
They shouldn't have to, but from talking...
Wait. Never mind.
Yeah, we're gonna...
I meant my package that,
I got you.
My box.
I had a friend who was a delivery driver, and he was saying that it's the schedule is just so grueling sometimes that they have no other choice. Otherwise, they're going to get in trouble for not making their route on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't like this being called bad behavior. Like, it shouldn't be on this list.
Right.
Because look, when you got to go, you got to go. And like Danny said, some of these schedules are so bad. And it's like, if you're getting my package on time, okay, and you're willing to pee in the truck to do it, well, why would I consider that bad? I consider that stalwart duty. You're like, through rain, snow, and sleet. You're that kind of guy.
Yeah, I feel like that's more like unfortunate behavior. Like, unfortunately, you're in that sucks. You're in a situation where you need to just use a bottle, because I'd imagine most drivers would, if given the opportunity, would like to go to a bathroom as opposed to have to pull out a bottle and do it awkwardly in the truck.
Or you could do what some drivers do and pee on or around a customer's house. Now, that's the way to go. Yeah, now that's bad behavior, I think. Okay, all right, that should be on the list. Peeing in the bottle.
Bush.
Yeah, watering the lawn. Don't worry about it.
Drivers.
Dude, I don't know how I'd react if I came home and it was like, Freddie FedEx is like standing outside my house. And he's just taking a leak on my
that
tree.
Would be. You'd be like, what?
I think you would turn into your dad.
I would wait till I hear or see he has zipped up. And then I would turn into my dad. The last thing I want to do is have an argument with someone as they're midstream.
You really don't.
Let's not make this more awkward.
Right. Come at me, bro. I'm good. I'm just telling you I don't like what you're doing.
You should pull out your phone, Steve. Well, he's pulled out something. You pull out your phone, and then you have evidence. That's the other thing.
Right.
Drivers also talked about why they get upset at customers, and what do you think the top response is? Which, I mean, it really is the top response for anybody in the service industry, I would think.
Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, and I always forget not to include, think a delivery driver could be delivering you food. I'm just thinking about delivering boxes and mail, but I would imagine it's tipping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right, Steve. When I think of delivery drivers, I don't think of food either. But yeah, I look, now where you get so much of your food delivered, I tip up front. I make it known, and I really go, you know what? I'm going to give a good tip just so that everybody's on board that I am a customer that appreciates that they're coming to my house. Please do not do anything to my food.
Yeah, I'm always on the website, you have the option to add the tip. I always do as well. I'm just like, you know what? what does the tip stand for? To ensure promptness?
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I just want to ensure I'm going to get my food and I'm going to get it quick. And every time, though, Jimmy John's will come to the house and they'll be like, thanks so much for the nice tip. And I'm like, I'm just wanting you to bring my damn sandwich and not mess with it. I'm not really no angel here. I'm just making sure I get my food and get it freaky fast.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Yeah, so that's the big thing. Delivery drivers going, you customers, man. Also, they get annoyed at these things, these delivery drivers, and I'm with them 100%. If your dogs bark at them, God, I hate that. I really, really. I used to take my dog and put them in another room if I knew that people were coming to the house or coming to the door, because the nonstop insane barking that my dog would do, I was just like, I don't want to subject people to that. And I
want them to know that they're messing with the wrong home. Lulu is ferocious.
Yeah, nobody's ever afraid of a small dog, because that's the problem. They are the most annoying creatures, and they don't strike any fear. They're just friggin' annoying.
Oh, I always just kind of slide out of my house. Then I'm making sure that Lulu doesn't come out with me to sign whatever I need to sign, just to get out, to keep the door closed, so that way Lulu's not being an annoying, little ankle biter like she likes to be.
Here's another thing that also I'm number one on the list with, as you know, because I can't stand it. And this really sucks because you can't do anything about it. You know, like the delivery driver, I know that I've had people judge me. Like I've had the male people have come to my door and been mad at me, and it has not been me. And that is rude neighbors. And I'm like, what do you want me to do about that? I have no control over these idiots. I go, believe me, I'm with you. I wish they would move. But, and not my current neighbors, by the way. This is in the past where I had dog dumping neighbor who I wish I was like so happy when the new people moved in. Thank you, Will. You're a great guy. And please never let your family leave because I don't want dog dumping neighbor back.
Will, off the air, he says nothing nice about you. He says you're the worst neighbor you've ever had.
Oh, is that what I said? Off the air? Okay. So, and also the neighborhood that feels unsafe. Why wouldn't a delivery driver want to go to a neighborhood that's unsafe? I think that's unreasonable.
Dude, I remember when I was like working at like a fast food that delivered back in the day. It was a place called Quickie in Brooklyn, and my buddy Chris, he was the delivery driver. He finally hit the point when it was his family that owned the restaurant or the fast food place, and he's like, "I'm not being the delivery driver anymore." And like, why? He's like, "I just got mugged again."
Oh, damn, dude!
Because you go, they would a lot of times it would be in not the best areas in Brooklyn, and they would order the food. And then knowing full well when the guy showed up, they would send him to a random other apartment. And then as he gets in the apartment complex, they would surround him and just mug him for the food. And it was just I'm sick of this. Yeah. So it's like, which was awkward because he had to tell his parents, like, I'm not quitting, but you can't have me be your delivery driver anymore because I'm constantly going to places where I'm getting mugged.
God, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We forget that New York has been that way for a long time. Like the rest of the world starting to, like the country doesn't like a lot of but you New Yorkers had to deal with this crap for a long time. Yeah. I never wanted to go to New York because I was always afraid I'd get mugged. It was that kind of media impact on me is like, I'm sure I would have been fine, but I'm just I'll be the guy to get mugged.
It's just like you have certain places where you're just like, I know nothing good's going to come of here. And shocking, nothing good ever came up there.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
But the big headline of this story is that 25% of delivery drivers admitted that they have hooked up with someone while on the job. Based on this, we want you to fill in this sentence. I can't believe I got away with doing blank at work. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Fill in this sentence. I can't believe I got away with blank at work. Your calls, your texts after 3 days grace on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. 25% of delivery drivers admitted that they have hooked up with someone while on the job. So based on this, we want you to fill in this sentence. I can't believe I got away with doing blank at work. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Nick at University Place. Nick, you are on The Rock.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Nick? What you got for us, buddy?
So, I'm a welder. I've been a welder for about 20 years, going on 20 years. And when you're in there's different types of welding. You've got, you're building stuff from the ground up with no print, and then there's where I was at, where it's just fast paced. You got to get stuff done quick. And they ended up, this particular company, I won't say the name, they were having issues with getting product out the door fast enough for customers.
All right.
So what they ended up doing, corporate came down and wanted to do a time study on everything that they built inside the shop.
All right.
So me and my guys in my little area, we got together and we're like, let's stretch the time out as far as we can. That way they think it takes us super long to get certain things done. And then we were on night shift, and when the time studies were done, we would go and we would just pump out everything we could as fast as we could, and then use the rest of the time to just mess around. And we would walk around to different people's areas and just mess with them, play pranks. We basically would get our jobs done in half the shift and then use the rest of the shift to get paid to mess with each other.
Look at this.
And it went on for like a year and a half. I don't know how we got away with it. The company ended up moving away from the state because of COVID, but I was like, man, I can't believe that nobody's actually questioning this.
Wow. So it'd still be going on now if not for COVID.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I'd still be there milking it out for as much as I can.
Yeah, I
What a
actually,
dagger.
I don't, you know what, when it comes to people doing work like that, especially if they're doing work for me, any kind of construction job, any kind of job that's good, I wish they would stretch out the time. I wish they would just tell me it's double, triple the time. That way my expectations would be fine. That's what I get mad. I get mad when they tell us something and then it doesn't come up in time. And it's just, I'd like it the other way. It'll take us 4 years. Okay, it's a long time, but okay, all right, that's cool.
At least you're mentally ready for it. I had that when I had a big project a long time ago, but a big project where it was like, okay, it's gonna take about like 3 weeks. I'm like, that's great. Okay, great. 3 weeks go by, we're not anywhere close. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh, a little bit longer. I'm like, then you start getting frustrated. Like, dude, just tell me what you think. Like, stop telling me these times. And he's like, well, I'll make up. I had this for free. I'm like, what else can I do to make it better? I'm like, I don't want anything for free. I just want you to get this thing done when you said you were going to get it done, or give me an honest account of like an honest estimate. And I think there's something in the head of some people, like when you're dealing with those kind of jobs where they just don't want to like look like maybe they don't want to lose out on a gig because they gave too long of an estimate. I don't know what it is, but man, I'm with you. Like, just give me the worst case scenario as opposed to best case scenario, because you never nail the best case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right, dude. And yet maybe it's impossible because they have to take every gig they can get, and then they got to balance those all out.
But wouldn't you appreciate if they said that? Like, hey, I took on a couple more gigs. Times are tough. I need to take as many jobs as I can, but I'm still going to get your job done. It's just going to take another week.
If people were like you or I, Steve, but I can see the other side, where you said somebody probably would go, you know what, I want it done quicker than that. And then they go to Sammy, and Sammy goes, well, I can get that done in half a day. And of course he can't, but he's already got the job. He's already started it. I think that you can't be truthful. I think that's the problem. And you and I are like, that sucks, because we would appreciate the truth.
Because what are you going to do when he's halfway done with it in that time set? He's like, oh, I guess I got to keep doing it.
Right.
And I can't blame the contractors, because they probably have lost a lot of business when they've actually been honest and said, and then they see that they went to another contractor that promised, and you might go, and you go, oh, you think he's going to do it in that much time? He's not. And of course, it doesn't happen, but it's humans.
Maybe it's on us to be like, look, I have low expectations. You don't need to lie to me. Just tell me the God's honest truth. I'll still use you, but just tell me the truth. That way I don't have to have a little bit of a headache every day when I'm like, it's not done.
You can use that line with like anything, really.
They don't listen, man. Sometimes they don't listen. I told my contractor, I said, I know we're going to go over budget, because I realize now what I want is more expensive than what I thought, but I still want it. He wouldn't do it. He goes, I don't go over budget. I said, I'm the one authorizing this. I am the one that would complain about it, and I'm saying do it, and I'm willing to give you the money right now. That's what really irritated me. It's like, I will write you a check right now that will go over budget. Let's do this. I want this. Nope, I don't go over budget. And I'm just like, what world am I living in? I mean, all you got to, and I remember the guy, his assistant just said, why don't we just do what the guy asks? I mean, I remember that he was just so simple.
That guy was fired.
He was.
Awesome.
He got fired.
He got fired. Awesome that I guessed it.
Yeah, he got fired, but then what I did is I ended up hiring that guy for the rest of my jobs. I said, dude, I liked what you said, and I liked the fact that he fired you, which meant he's an idiot. All right, I'm going to work with you from now on, because all I want to do is just tell you what to do, and like you do it. That's it.
It's like you left your wife and you hooked up with her best friend.
Yes. Oh, I was so much. I was loving hooking up with him. As it were.
You naughty man.
Oh, I loved it, dude. It was the best. And I let her know too, or him, I should say. It's like, hey, I'm with your boy.
I do like this text. Says, I can't believe I can get away. I've been working at home for 6 years now. I have an Xbox and a screen next to my work setup. I pretty much play video games half of the day, and then I have the evenings free to spend time with the wife and kids.
Nice.
Yeah, but if you get your job done, who cares?
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, we need to be that kind of society. It's like, what do you need done? And if I can get it done, who cares? Pay me whatever you would pay to get this job done. And don't lowball me either. If you think it takes a normal person 8 hours to get this job done, guess what? I'm amazing. I'll get it done in 4, but you're still going to pay me for 8.
I don't remember the exact conversation. I remember when Danny first started. It was like, what time should I be here? I'm like, I don't know. Whatever time makes it so that you can get your job done. That's the time you need to be here. Like, that was like...
Before 6.
Yeah. As long as you're here and whatever you need to get done by 6 o'clock in the morning is done, that's the time you should be here, no later.
I only messed up one time, and it was when I overshot my shower. I got lost in the sauce, as BJ would say.
Lost in the sauce.
And I couldn't get the audio done, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take showers in the morning anymore.
And that's
so you're welcome.
Yeah. Whoa, boy. Yeah, we noticed that day. That was a brutal day.
Maybe I need to give you a time that you need to be here by, and you need to shower.
Fair.
And
We'll
Steve,
talk
don't
later.
we go to conventions and that philosophy that we have for this show? Don't we see people on stage basically saying that philosophy is horrible? You know, our philosophy of just like how to get your job done and how to work.
You get I'm the first to show up and the last to leave. I get you read that on a fortune cookie.
Oh, and if you bring the job,
just get the job done. That's all. I don't care when you get there and when you leave.
That's all it is. It's a performance-based industry, and I hate the guys who go, if you're a guy that leaves like as soon as the show is over, you're useless to the station. And I'm like, no, if a person's not getting ratings, they're useless to the station. That's how you destroy it.
Boom.
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
suck
Jesus.
it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why I'm just like, yeah, I'm with you, Steve. Can you just get here and do your job? If you don't do your job, then we might have an issue
If
with
you show up, you won. That's how I feel like.
And actually, everything's
Half
working.
the battle, man.
That's it.
Dude.
I mean,
I got a shirt that says that. If I show up, you win.
Yeah,
It really is.
It's really early. If you could get up and be
Just
here,
get here.
consistently,
Yeah.
that's pretty dang cool. Thumbs up.
We got a former NBA star that just shared in an interview what he thinks are the perfect toppings to a pizza, which led to the interview to say, what the F? Oh, you'll hear what he had to say at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, in one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.